Sorry. Hey, YouTube. We're going to have us a little fun. And I got to do some cleaning in here. And guess who's going to help me? You guys are. But, yeah. So, we're going to put this shit right on up. Let's be done with this. Memories don't live like people do. They always remember you. Whether things are good or bad. It's just the memory. This has been my friend for a long time. Where my shortcomings coming from. I guess this is like a family thing, because this was my mother's weakness. Well, beer was. She didn't like liquor. But me, I like beer and liquor. So, you know, that's why I just, it's a break. Cigarettes. Even though there's nothing in here, it's just, you know. Fonto. I got like one or two in there, which I ain't doing no more. Raw. Bye-bye. The ashtray. And there's a half a blunt in this ashtray, so. But you know what? So, as you can see, the thing of the past. The thing of the past. So, we're going to take this shit right here. And we're going to slide this shit up under this bed. And the only time we're going to peek at that is just to make sure, to let y'all know that I'm on my journey the right way. Because I'm bad with it. Because, like I told you, last night, I went to sleep fucked up. And I woke up like, bitch, you ain't tired of doing this shit to yourself? I done drunk alcohol, done drunk beer. It was doing too much. And then I'm just thinking like, and then I'm sitting here like, dang, yo, things was just going so, like, everything I was in alignment with the universe, and everything was just like going, everything was falling in place. My money was coming up, like, my money was coming good, like, everything was just bouncing the way it needed to be. And then I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what stopped my flow, or what it was, but you know what I'm saying? It's just, I think maybe it was drinking and smoking too, because I started doing it too much, like too much. And it wasn't that I was stressing or anything like that. It was just that, you know, it wasn't nothing else to fucking do, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like physically I don't work for nobody no more. I you know what I'm saying? I get it. You know, the universe supply me with everything, and they supply me with, you know what I'm saying, what I need to do, the means of what I need to do, the talents of what I need to do, and I go out and I do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? It always something come crossing my lap, like always. So that's how it, you know, because to tell you the truth, I be working at these jobs and I be busting my ass and I be giving them 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? I could go to any job that I ever worked at and get hired again. But I'm working to what? To, you know, put their business up there, and where I'm going to be left at. You know, I'm getting them richer and I'm still getting poorer because, you know, rent is going up. Con Ed don't play no games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the expenses is going up. They not going down, you know? And, you know, I know one hand washes the other, and I don't mind, you know, helping somebody build a business, but what about me? You got to think about that. I mean, even though it's not all about us, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you was put here to do something. You was put here to do something. You wasn't just put on here, in here to be the slave. They say, oh, you can't have all these bosses and no slaves. Yes, you can. Because nobody on this earth was put here to be a slave. I don't care what nobody say. If you was born in this region or whatever, you're not supposed to be paying rent. You're not supposed to be paying for none of this natural stuff that the universe provides for us. Everything has been provided. And now they put a price on everything. So that's why we have to manifest things. You know what I mean? Because it's either that. You know what I mean? It's either that. You know, even people that you see out there that's successful, they Oprah Winfrey, they all manifest the stuff that they have going on in their life. They all did it. They all did it. They set their goals and they was, you know, doing what they got to do. Doing what they got to do to reach to where they got to. And the thing is that you don't even have to go. All you got to ask, whatever you want from the universe, if you need knowledge, like me, I ask for knowledge. I ask for, you know, intelligence. I ask for, you know, wealth, of course. You know, not, let me tell you, as far as wealth. All right. It's not just the wealth because I'm materialistic or I love money. When I be like I said, when I do have my when I have my money and I got abundance of it, I help. It don't matter if I have abundance or if I have a little bit of money. If I see somebody in need, I'm going to help them. Period. Period. If I don't know you, it does not matter. You know, I went grocery shopping one day. Me and my homegirl Kiana. This is when I was living in Binghamton. And I went grocery shopping and I had left my EBT card at home. And I was like, oh my God, I just went all this shopping and I had like maybe $200-300 worth of food. And there was a lady behind me and she said, God bless you. I'm gonna buy your food for you. Just if anything, you see something like this happening, you help the next person. You know, and that's what I've been doing ever since. You know, if I help them, I never looked at it like, oh, you know, I never wanted to be acknowledged that I helped you. We could have kept it. You know, it wasn't for me. It was for you. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. You know, the only thing I got out of it was, you know, making your day. You know, making you smile or putting some kind of relief to your tension. That's what I get out of it. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm holding hard to not, you know I got bud. You know I got alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Lucy spot right around the corner. I'm you know, cigarettes is hard. But, you know, I'm holding strong. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding strong. Word. So, like I said, you know, right now, you know, I'm helping y'all. Well, at least I hope that I'm helping y'all. Somebody's got to be going through the same journey I'm going through. Somebody got to be going through the same thing I'm going through. You know, I know it is because when I turn on YouTube, I see it. So, I feel like y'all going to help me because, you know, talking about things and, you know, meditating and, you know, talking about day-to-day things and things that go on in your head and, you know, just having fun or whatever, you know, that get your mind off of thinking about, oh, I need to smoke me a cigarette. Or, oh, I need a shot. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I mean? It's just things that, you know, because it's just things that get you, you know, things to help you not think about that or, you know, things to keep you in your track. Like, you know, there's a lot of things that try to, you know, mess up your concentration. There's a lot of things that come into your path. So, You know, just keep things up front, up front, up front. And I was looking at this one spiritual teacher, and she was like, "Oh, it's good to know your shadow self and stuff like that, because a lot of people hide things in the back." But I don't know. For me, growing up, like, I never hid anything from the. I wore everything that ever, all my traumas and all that. I always wore it in front of me. Like, I never hid anything and behind me. You know what I mean? So that's why I'll be thinking, like, when I do, even though when I manifest something, it comes slow. But I think that that is probably the reason why I can even, like, sit around and, like, meditate and manifest something at all, because it happens. And then I be thinking my mother's on my side too, because my mother passed away. And then, like, boom, I'm gonna give you a couple of things that happened to me. All right. So my mother had died March 22nd of 2013. Right. So I had a dream. All right. I had fibroids, and I had went to the hospital. I was working at this place called Felch's. And I had got real sick, and I was just, like, bent over, and I thought it was, like, maybe just a kidney infection. And when I got there, they told me that I had a blood infection, and that I had to be admitted into the hospital. So, they're giving me all their drugs and stuff like that. Now, they were giving me, I'm allergic to penicillin. They were giving me penicillin. And my temperature just started going high, real high, high. Like, I almost died in there. And, I was just, like, it was, like, sweating, like, because they was giving me penicillin. And, I had a dream that my mother had passed away. And once that dream was over and I got up, I woke up, and they came back with they penicillin to put in my veins. And I'm like, because every time that they would put it in my veins, it would burn my arm. It would burn bad. And I told them, no, I don't want no more of this. And I asked them, what was it? And they told me that it was a sulfa drug, and it was in the penicillin family. And I'm telling them, it's crazy, because I done had at that time, I had like 4 pregnancies in New York. I had 4 pregnancies in Binghamton, New York. So I know my records and everything was in a database. Now they giving me this penicillin, this sulfa drug, and my body is breaking out in hives. You know what I'm saying? I'm like damn near dead. So I had the dream about my mother passing away. Then a week later, my mother passed away. And then and I had went back to work when I got back home, because it's workaholic. I had went back to work right after I got home. I said I was home. The next day I went back to work, and I stayed in the hospital for a week. All right. I went back to work. So the next day, my mom, it was Wednesday. I spoke to my mother. I was like, I was having these Indian couple over there by my house watch my baby. My 10-year-old was 3 years old at the time. So yeah. So this was the morning. I had woke up, and calling my mother. No answer. Calling my mother, no answer, right? So I called her boyfriend at the time, and I'm calling him, still no answer. Okay. So, but this was the funny part. I had woke up out of nowhere, and guess what? I wake up the same time every day. All right. So I woke up. Now, mind you, my door was locked and everything. I woke up. To a real brisk of cold air. I woke up when I went outside my room door. my back door was open, wide open. And I just had got this feeling. And I'm like calling my mom. And then like 2 hours later, her boyfriend calls me and tells me, "Oh, Nicole, I think your mom's dead." And I'm like wilding out. Then the bitch downstairs, Sam, she up there, like I thought I was going to catch a murder charge because she was going down, she was wilding out, like didn't even know what was going on with me upstairs. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? You never know what a person is going through. You know what I mean? So, if she would have knocked on the door and would have been like, "Oh, Nicole, what's going on?" And, or, just, I'm sitting up there, I was wild and crying, throwing myself on the floor. And she's like, "What the fuck is going on up there?" Like, I could have took that anger and went and probably really seriously hurt her. I was this close to doing so. You know what I mean? But the way my mind, that once, like, I couldn't even, like, then my family showed ass at my mother's funeral and stuff. So, it is what it is. Oh, and another time. All right. So, let me see. I'm trying to think when it was. This was back when, I don't even remember when I had this dream. I think I only had my two oldest kids. I got a 19 and a 20-year-old. So I think I only had my two oldest kids at the time. Yeah, I had my two only kids, and I had to been about 23. Right? So I dream a lot. And at this time, my mother wasn't passed away. And neither was my grandmother's. All right? So I still had ancestors that was deceased, but they wasn't. So I'm just minding my business, enjoying my sleep, and I just keep seeing this room with this TV. This room with this TV. And it was a warning. That whole time it was a warning. Because guess what the fuck this room and this TV was? The goddamn day room and Bayview Correctional Facility in Manhattan. Prison. Okay? So, that's why I say, I'm listening to myself. My intuition tell me, "Hey, Nicole, I want you to stop smoking. I want you to stop drinking. And I want you to clear your mind. And I want you to try to manifest your things that you want like that." Because trust me, if y'all would have seen with, like how things was going for me like a couple of months ago, you would have been like, "Oh, shit." And, you know what I'm saying? Because I was helping other people. That's one thing. I always do that. I don't really boost about that because that comes naturally for me. But I'm just saying it because, maybe it can help you guys. Maybe it don't come naturally to some other people because a lot of people be like, you just going to buy this. It doesn't matter. If you giving it to somebody, what they do with it is what they do. "Oh, I'm giving this to you for food," or "Oh, I'm giving this to you for this," or "Oh, I'm doing this for that." You know what I'm saying? You know what you know what I'm saying? What they do with it after that has nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with you. Word. I'm gonna have to throw this can away. Excuse my back real quick. Yeah, so we got to get this popping so we can get live. We can start dancing and grooving and chilling and just being, you know what I'm saying? And just being. Right. And just being. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoying our vibes, our energy, we got to just start giving our energy to positive, like to, stop. I just don't want to deal with nobody that's draining my energy. I love everybody. But when they start draining your energy, you just, when they come with their stories, anything that's gonna like, I don't. The story that I was just telling you about, my mother or me seeing things like things coming to me in my dreams and stuff like that. That is just something to tell you that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you experience of what I experienced. That's it. I'm not giving you no drawn on story because I could sit there and tell you, like, everybody, life is up and down. Everybody has something going on in their life. I could sit there and tell you all of my trauma and situations, the shit that messed me up, or you could sit there and you could tell me, what messed you up. We all, life is life. You know what I mean? Especially in this matrix. You know what I'm saying? People wonder why. Listen, I don't know what y'all thought, but there's got to be something going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be something. You got to remember, we are of this universe. Look what they're doing to the universe. Look. Like, certain things that they do it for gain, for money, for power. When there was other avenues they could have took. Like with the electricity, with everything. You know what I mean? With everything. You got to even start watching the water that you buy. Try to buy that distilled water without the fluorides and stuff like that. Or you don't know what they putting in your food. I know all of y'all was taught to say some kind of prayer or something over your food when you eat. Try that. And I be just drinking the big ass gallons of water. I don't care. I don't got time to be just running back. I buy the small bottles and stuff, but that's on the go. When I'm in my room, I'll drink this big ass gallon of water. And call it a day. For real. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to recite my little saying. You want to look at it? This is my saying that I say. This is my divine saying. Yeah, I got it off of YouTube, but it worked for me. It worked for me. And it could work for y'all. I mean, hey, everybody's going to do what's best for them. You know what I mean? People tell you, oh, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this. Build you an ancestor. I mean, that worked for me, but, I guess it's going to go by you. Because at the end of the day, you could be just sitting around, smoking a blunt, working day to day. You didn't have to take your time out to getting to know you and being conscious and being awoke. You could have still been in the matrix. So, what's crazy? I was just thinking, like, walking the streets, because sometimes I think real silly sometimes, so. You know what, I was thinking, like, all right, so I'm from Brooklyn, right? So I'm walking, in Brooklyn. I was just living in the Bronx not too long ago, like I told y'all. And as you walking, there's rats walking, running all down the streets, and they just crossing you like they. I have not seen not one here. Not one. Word. Not no water bugs. Like, this shit is. That's what I like. So, right, yeah, we're going to get into the groove of things. I think I'm going to just get off for a little while, try to do something in here for a little bit, and then come back on when I feel like, I need a motherfucking cigarette. All right, guys. Yeah, man. I mean, woo! Okay, guys.